No, we have to say it. That's the way, right way you need to train. Traveler needs this, bro.
After all, bones can always be reset.
What? What are you talking about? But bones always can be reset. I can't breathe. Everything's gone. Black eye. Well, I had to come back for the new story.
Good Skirk.
And for Skirk, but I lost. So we're still gonna try to get Skirk. Hopefully we get it early.
How do you feel?
Cold. In pain.
These are signs that you are adapting to the abyss. Each time the flesh is torn and the spirit crushed, each time you claw back from the brink of death, you become stronger. I now understand why these people sought to destroy your homeland. Your potential goes beyond even what I could have anticipated. But you still have much to learn in your pursuit of strength. Your mind is rife with distractions. From now on, I shall show no mercy in your... You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the self that makes you weak. And become
master over your physical form.
Get up, Skirk.
Wipe the blood off your face. Cut away the rotten part of your flesh. And mend what was broken and take upon your sword.
Take up your sword.
Bro, you look like she was dying. Sound like she was dying. Oh, nah. Got something.
Hopefully you got some good rest. Skirk said to tell you that she's ready to start the final stage. So, what?
Surely, this time we get to practice with Pyra, right?
From your training so far, you have gained better command of the sword, and more control over your elemental abilities. That's only part of it. Now, it's time to focus on how... Ready? Not bad. That defensive stance looks near unbreakable, just like your brother. Huh, that reminds me. You still don't know what happened to him, do you?
Oh. Bro. My brother? Yo, I heard a reaction, bro, ready to fight someone, my teacher, and she said like, that stand looks unbreakable, just like your brother. Oh wait, you don't know what happened to him, do you? Bro, come on, dog. I gotta say, bruh, yeah, it's kinda crazy. What? Oh yeah, there it is.
You think every opponent has the same moral code as you? You can denounce their deplorable strong emotions will always arise. How amusing. Almost sounds like you, but you don't. Let's begin. This is your final training session. Look alive. Same drill as before, but this time I'm going to interfere. Hold your focus.
Water jet!
Sorry. No, we're not doing it. Why do I feel like this train arc is probably gonna make a difference?
Not bad. Better than I expected. You're getting the hang of it. The first step to controlling your emotions is controlling your mind.
Yeah, but I can't take it serious,
Your
bro.
mind is rife with distractions.
She's still trash.
From now on, you must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the self that makes you weak, and become master over your physical form.
Because, like, I don't think no amount of training will actually make traveler good. But what do I know?
Stop. Let's pause here. One look, and I can tell your mind has wandered. That's to be expected. There's a limit to how long a human being can concentrate on one thing.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
some rest. No point training further if you're already dead on your feet.
That's
You
right.
managed to push past your...
That's a good chest. No, it's trash. Trash chest. I don't know. I might have to carry out my second account, I'm not gonna lie. That's like the only thing I could do. Ajax is Child's name, bro? I thought his name was Tartaglia. Ajax? Dog, that's crazy.
Skirk is amazing. She faced down that terrifying giant and cut its head.
Oh, she got hurt though, didn't she?
Yeah, well, that's a given. But the moment she was on the mend, she got right back to practicing her. I heard Master suffered a grave injury once too. Lost an arm and a leg and still came back stronger than ever. Skirk's becoming more like...
Incredible.
Lost an arm and leg, how was she able to fight? How was he able to fight? What the fuck?
Pathetic. You're not even trying. You're so much weaker than you think.
Skirk, have you become a positive light in this world?
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire? How many bodies were left to rot on this?
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't
I have so many questions. I just want to jump in a spaceship, explore.
Now, you must bid farewell to who you were in the past, and become...
Run! Skirk! Run! Only...
Going around telling people, as the Conrian saying,
Well, I'm a visitor on this planet, so I'll follow the rules.
"Ah, splendid. That's it. I know the pursuit of strength is important. Ignore her existence.
Look at me. Realize this.
You must be starving, right? Ta-da! A barb... Of course you are! That's why Skirk and Paimon got this all... Ah, well...
Here's an idea. Let's save the chit-chat.
I wonder... So, these are dreams Traveler are having, right?
So full.
Maybe? I'm more interested in the story 5.7.
Okay. It's Paimon's turn.
Why you smiling, bro? She's not your friend.
I have good news. First, your training is complete. You have what it takes to wield immense power. Now it's just a matter of putting it into practice. Second, I've located the culprit we've been searching for. When Ajax trained with me, he once told me he was bursting with questions. So I allowed him to ask me. You and I might never meet again, Traveler. Okay, not the angle I was expecting.
Looking at her, you really just asked that, Traveler? Another dumb question, poop. She's obviously not from Tibet. She comes from a freaking...
I knew that was a possible side effect. Closed off my mind to you for that exact reason. Even with the dream mirroring, you should have seen nothing but endless... Whatever. Must have been a flaw in my execution. I shouldn't be too surprised. Due to some recent circumstances, my self-control has been lacking as of late.
I don't think that's the reason. Traveler, just like you, is not from Tibet. I think that's the reason she's able to see it. I don't think it's your lack of control or whatever. I just think it's just because Traveler's not from the Tibet.
Since you've seen what you've seen, there's no reason to hide the truth. All I am... No, I'm not from Tibet. I'm from a different planet. And there was a time when I journeyed through the stars. A lot like you in some ways.
So she does know. So she does know that Traveler's not from a different... is from a different world too. And she's a descender.
No, we're different in that respect. You're influencing the fate of this world. But me, I'm just passing through.
That would have been the Travelers if they didn't get stopped by the unknown god, bro.
Several hundred years ago, my master, Sertologi, opened the border between worlds and sent me here. But this is not my home. And one day, I'll return to the vast unknown of space. So, there you have it. To become stronger.
Alright, let me put down my controller, bro. Because I swear, that could have been your own reason. Bro. My reason to come here is become stronger. Bro, what? Alright.
For certain reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and my master as quickly as possible. But first, I need to understand the source of his strength. To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps. Walk the path he once walked. Somewhere along the way, I'll find out how to defeat him.
And that is my sole focus and purpose. Okay.
Okay.
What question, Traveler? Please don't ask something dumb. Please say something that's actually have a plot line.
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for masters, but it's been years now, and I've still found...
Well... Ajax, his situation is different than yours. Before you ever crossed paths with me, You'd already encountered many formidable people, studied their techniques, and developed your own skill set. So, during your training, all I had to do was build upon that foundation. But Ajax was so young when he came to me. A complete blank canvas. Children can't help but imitate their role models. In the long run, that would only hinder his growth. Once Ajax has enough strength in his own right, I will allow us to meet again. Until then, let that motivate him to reach his full.
I would ask her white child how a child fall into the abyss.
Unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connection. Wake up your companion. Oh, and everything I just told you.
Time to go. Oh, finally. Where?
Just follow me. I'll open an abyssal rift close to the culprit's location. It'll take us to where he's hiding.
This feels such like a chore. This feels like a pain in the neck. Bro, I don't want to do this. Yes. But I want to see the story. But it's just like such a chore.
This is near the chasm.
Yes. If we enter from here, we'll be able to reach that place. You have some experience with abyssal domains by now. But still, this is someone else.
Don't worry. Paimon's an expert at hiding. Oh, but, that means you need to stay safe, traveler.
All right. Remember. Take it easy.
Bruh, Skirt's gameplay just so cool, bro. But we all know how Cry characters are like. They literally don't come back.
Merciless. Into the void.
If I can get her, I can stop using Ike. Start this gameplay kind of cracked. I like.
Whoa! Look at all these spikes! Careful! Don't get hit! You know what?
Then again, this game still has that issue with the stamina.
Come on, you got this.
You overestimate yourself. Paradigm shift. Fearless. Hey, what are you two doing here? Dusty, like an abandoned house. Let's press on. Merciless. Never star goes out. Annihilate.
What are you two doing here?
Oh, looks like this is a dead end. Did we make it to his hiding place? Ugh, this fog is making it impossible to see anything.
This should be the place where you were attacked. The missing part of your soul should be... Our opponent must have covered his tracks just in case.
Hold on! Look! The spikes are back!
Stay calm. Let's hold back a little. Give our enemy some wiggle room so we can... Our enemy took part of your soul for a reason. It's likely he integrated it into his attack somehow. For some... From the start, the attacks have been focused on me. Trying to break through my defenses? I see.
It's kind of cool. What the heck is that?
There. I got it back.
What the heck is that?
Traveler! Skirk! What happened? It looked like Skirk just got...
Yeah, even with her new VA, she still sounds like a pest.
In the Grayley Plains, you asked me why this enemy chose you. Now, the answer is clear. It's not just the fact that your strength is impressive. It's also because of your ability to, as you put it, purify abyssal power, whatever that actually means. The fact is, that ability allowed him to do something that should have been completely impossible, namely, break through my defenses and steal my power. No, he couldn't have known I'd come to his domain. He only stole, call it fate if you want. In any case, it works to our advantage. Once I realized what he was using that power for, it gave me the chance to get back what you lost. I'll cope. Well, done gorging you? Good. How did you get the power of the all-devouring narwhal?
The all-devouring... Oh, of course...
I highly doubt you acquired that power through your own strength. You're desperate enough to... Which leaves one possibility. You know my map.
The foul... Dares call him foul!
What's wrong? Bit off more power than you can chew.
Just a little.
Look! It's back!
Those obsessed with power will let it devour them before abandoning their pursuit. Keep calm and use reason to decide the best... Wise decision. Final victory doesn't always come after a single battle. You've got your soul fragment back? So get us out of here, Traveler. You'll need to lead the way this time.
Yeah.
Skirk, is your shoulder gonna be okay?
The wound is minor. It'll heal in no time. You should focus on getting out of here alive instead.
Uh-oh! Falling spikes! Run!
Don't I love this?
What's
Thanks for calling out the obvious.
So, this guy's power has something to do with the all-devouring narwhal. Did you know that all along, Skirk?
I had my suspicions. That's why I decided to invest. I no longer sense his presence. Weaklings like him will find that my power is not so easily controlled. He won't be leaving that place until he... You seem surprised. I suppose that's fair. You've seen but a fraction of what that whale is capable of. That gaping maw could swallow a planet whole. It's called the all-devouring narwhal for a reason. Devouring is what it does best. It can extract power from anything, dead or alive.
Yeah. When we had our run-in...
Your dragon friend recognized the nature of its abilities and used the power of Hydro to protect you. That worked because it was in a satiated state, so it was somewhat less aggressive than usual. It's a different story when it has no more power to feed off of. That's when its true voracious nature kicks in. But I hadn't counted on there being anyone left on this planet capable of wielding its power. To me, that says he must have encountered the whale a long time ago. Meaning, he must have known my master. Exactly. It told me everything I needed to know. Hence why I said we both got what we came for. And I believe that brings our transaction to an end.
No way!
This isn't my first taste.
But what if plus?
China, shut the hell up.
So, sticking with us for the time being doesn't sound so bad, does it?
Fair enough. Then take this. The bag of Mora. Nothing in this world is free. I'll leave the planning to you. Hurry up and decide where to go.
We should take Skirk somewhere she can rest. But where?
Isn't this just the first place we...
Paimon gets the feeling Skirk wouldn't like being around a lot of people. Oh wait! Baiju said we could rest in the back room of the pharmacy, didn't he? Let's head there!
Although I put that title, I indeed lose my 50-50 to Tanari. It's not bad. Looks like my
Does she have a job or something? Wait, no. After what we saw at Wamin Restaurant, that seems impossible. Can you imagine? I'll be collecting my paycheck now, boss. Oh, sure thing. Can't hold a job if you make everyone forget about you. So, what did she do to get all this Mora?
Claimed some buried treasure, took care of a few monsters. A sonorous voice like yours is hard to miss.
Damn.
Did you by chance happen?
You mean when you called me Frosty the Lavender Melon?
No. Sorry. Paimon totally misspoke just now. Okay, fine.
I noticed there was only one bed.
Wait, what about you?
I don't get tired, and I don't need rest.
I could clearly tell by you not playing that.
Your shoulder. Hey, don't just... whatever. Let her tire herself out. Let's get some sleep, Traveler.
I do agree. Think Paimon's still annoying, but the voice acting is a lot better. I'll say that much. What the fuck?
Quiet.
The voices. I can hear them. Can I just say this?
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire? How many bodies were left to rot on the scorched earth? Yet you alone live on.
Okay, so for one, if my family just died, my whole village just died like this, I'm getting dialogue like this, bro, and you live on, why are you getting our revenge? Bro, what revenge gonna solve? You're still gonna be dead.
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't deserve to rest.
Damn, that's crazy.
Run, Skirk, run! Only death awaits us here. Keep running, and don't ever look back.
Alright, I'll be right back. Have some tea.
Getting an early night's sleep is the best. Wait, Skirk? Have you been...
About 60%. Maybe 70.
Whoa! Paimon thought it would take us late.
No. Not fast enough. That's 20% less than last time. Same training regimen, same intensity. Nothing felt different, but somehow the outcome fell short. No. I think the problem's with me. I need to meditate for the next 2 days. Deep introspection should help me find...
Ooh, sounds intense.
Thanks. See you.
Bro, I need Skirk, bro.
Skirk is still meditating, huh? It's been 2
I love her
days
design.
already. Shouldn't she be awake
Probably
by
my
now?
favorite from all the Genshin characters. She might be that character that just like, wow.
Paimon can't think of anything we can do to help. Be right back.
That's right. This is Skirk's inner world. Think of it as the threshold between
Oh, it's
the
talking
soul
now.
and dreams. This isn't your first time here, but what you remember is probably a space covered in darkness. Actually, it's my first time talking to someone like this. I only managed to break free and bring you here because the injury weakened her power. I guess that's why I can speak again, too. Call it fate, if you want. I think that's the word they use in this world for lucky coincidences like this. Now, before I take you to her, I gotta ask. You're the first outside visitor to ever come here, so what's your impression of this place? Oh, you noticed. This river represents Skirk's strength. Strength accumulates over time. It is the summation of a person's lived experience. So this river is where all the fragments of Skirk's life should converge into a single stream of memories and emotions, flowing forward as well. But as you can see, this river has been severed numerous times. It's because Skirk doesn't like who she was in the past. when all she sees reflected in the river is a disgraceful shadow of who she was. She cuts through water and rock with the sword of reason, severs her connection with the past, and begins anew.
You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the self that makes you weak, and become master.
This isn't my first taste of failure, or...
The answer to one mystery invites another question. Let's follow the river upstream.
I might eventually build a traveler, but I don't know. Cause some of these things, like, you have to fight with the traveler. And it might make me have to build her, actually. This is such a good screenshot.
I've always thought that, even when falling leaves don't come from the same tree, they can still form bonds of kinship like meteors. You both made a journey through the stars. Both travelers who have landed on a planet that is not your home. Yet, when she first noticed your presence, although she hesitated for a moment, she still chose to walk away, indifferent as ever. Seems like you've answered your own question. Skirk sees herself as a trespasser in this world. She's made a conscious choice to avoid altering its path.
But wouldn't the travel be a trespass as well? So they're not originally from here? I'm just saying. This is such a good place, bro. I hope we're able to come back here. Then again, this is like Skirk's alien world. So probably not.
You now have what it takes to wield immense power. From this day forth, I shall teach you. No one can become a worthy warrior through imitation alone. I have given you fangs and claws. Now...
You wish me to travel the world beyond on my own, Master?
Indeed. Make new friends. We will still have contact through the Abyss. But know this. One day, I will take the life you worked so hard to rebuild.
Why?
I have told you before. Fear is the catalyst for human evolution. You have tasted loss. You have known fear so deep it can be felt in the bones.
So, let me get this straight. I basically trained you so that you can give me a great battle. If you don't beat me, you're gonna die. This is what I'm getting from this. Or remind me of, I'm trying to think of an anime. I trained you to make you stronger.
But as living beings, we all have an instinct to detach from that which harms us. And thus pain dampens over time. And the acrid taste of fear becomes but a distant memory. Yet now, I have bestowed upon you the gift of fear eternal. It will drown you in the nightmare of your childhood, or it shall drive you to defeat me, whatever the cost.
That is what Skirk's master, the foul, Sertologi, looked like at one point in time. Of course, as a higher being, physical form is a triviality to him. He could appear as a beast, a human, or even a monster that defies description. The form you see him in here clad in abyssal armor, is the one he usually wears when traveling through the stars.
He also told her to go find some friends. Isn't that crazy?
For certain reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and... To do that, I need...
Isn't it funny that someone told you to stop feeling your emotion, then tell you, oh, go find some friends? I'm done, bro.
I'll let you in on a little secret. The scope of his power is impossible to understand until you experience... shall we? We've made it quite a ways already. This is Skirk, when she first began training under Sertology.
I have set your broken wrist. Tomorrow, you're to train twice as hard. No tears this time. Good. Attempting to garner sympathy through tears is a habit of the weak. A pitiful, useless ploy.
Can I ask a question, Master? I keep thinking... Maybe it would be better if
I saved you because I have a plan for you. It has been too long since I fought a battle that demanded my full strength, and I hunger for it. Every so-called genius and prodigy I have faced has crumbled like sand underfoot. Before me, even fate bends the knee. So,
But I don't want to draw my sword again.
What you want matters little. Among the boundless sea of stars, the cries of the weak are but faint murmurs that disappear into the void.
Yes, Master.
From that day forward,
at this moment, my head can't remember.
Grueling training, emptiness, and fatigue. After some time, her talent bloomed, and she gained control over her emotions. Like her master. It was not that human emotion disappeared from her heart, but that reason came to dictate all she was allowed to feel. I suppose it was at this point that she became the Skirk you know today. We're nearly there. I almost don't want to reach the end. Well, shall we?
There's must have been an anime out there that's like Scourge pretty much. A teacher train a student, then decides to end up fighting his teacher. Because that teacher won a great battle. I mean, I don't remember.
These are Skirk's happiest memories. What a simple and carefree time it was. This is Skirk's homeland. There was so much to discover.
I always wonder what the Traverse homeland even looks like.
It was a spaceship. When it arrived, the people that disembarked wore smiles on their faces. Skirk's parents. No one had any idea of what was... Skirk had skipped school that day. Like so many times, countless people their lives were discarded. If Sertology hadn't been there in that moment, the fire would have claimed her life too. Because she and her people were seen as a threat. As the initial merchant ship explored the planet, they discovered that it hadn't always had the condition to support life. Yet there was evidence of human activity, even during the periods of extreme heat or cold in the past. Further research revealed that, over time, the people of this planet had evolved the ability to adapt to any type of environment or energy source. For that reason, the outsiders viewed them as a potential threat, and decided to eliminate them before the threat could rear its head. Senseless, isn't it? If those with power get to decide good and evil, then all you can trust in is the sword in your hand. And so, no one wants to. Skirka's waiting over there. Let's go to her.
Gonna be like, how'd you get here? If I'm in my inner memory and
So all this, just so you could bring her here?
I have things to say to you. Well, to me.
I should have known. I didn't put two to two together. I'm pretty sure this thing right here, this little guy, strange creature, is actually Skirt. When she was little. Not as sense as what she looks like now, but more as her personality. Right? Yeah. I think that's how we're gonna say it. I don't know how to put it, but
I want someone to witness our reconciliation, even if it takes an argument to get her suppressed emotional self, all those rejected impulses, those discarded aspects of your past selves. They are a part of me. I am who you used to be. Someone you have refused to face for too long. So,
face to face, or just
came
blah
to
blah blah
face
the
you
weekends.
You're wrong.
I did.
I've faced you all along. And that's exactly. Your existence makes me weak. Don't forget. It was a penchant for goodness.
Even so, strip yourself of your.
The difference is that I allow you to exist. I've sheltered everything.
That is the problem on the grand scale. Think back to those nights of gazing at the stars. Those afternoons of exploring the unknown.
I put everything on my soldiers. Emotions make me weak.
That isn't what we need.
Exactly what we need. Aren't you curious?
Finally, you get to the important part. That is the only answer.
And look around. You cast aside your now.
And do you think that means I should seek help?
I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of crazy. If you have emotion, you're weak.
I knew bringing you here would be the right choice.
You probably haven't seen anime for real. Not only does the MC who has emotion get a power boost, when in rage, that's more of a power boost. So that's when they see one of their loved ones hurt.
To be honest, but what is right at one point in time isn't always right forever. And I know that among the voices that haunt you, all those unfulfilled hopes are like knives to the heart. And I don't want you to hurt anymore.
I keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died.
Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face, but we need you to survive.
Wait. I'm still...
I'm sick of
that
being a kid.
woman anime is still in my head somewhere.
I remember. There was a song Mom and Dad all dancing water. Sand along your path. I am not the dancing water. And you are not the burdensome sand. But if this is your wish, then should be thanking you.
Run, Skirk, run! Remember, leave no one alive!
Heed my words, Skirk. Let fear take root in your soul.
Did you survive? Why was it only you?
Skirk, did you become a positive light in this world?
Hey, this doesn't have to be the end. Life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
So, I once asked my master if survival of the strongest was the law of the universe. He said no. But in a world without order, those with no moral boundaries tend to be the ones who survive. That's why, after hearing his answer, an idea came to mind. An idea that, one day, I would create a new world order. One in which there would never be another tragedy like that fire. But that means I must defeat him. Yes. And although his decision to train me was not made out of kindness, I know. And he's no longer into that. But he sends me messages through the abyss every now and then. Every time I hear from him, my heart skips a beat. And I wonder if this is the moment where he'll finally appear before. Maybe that means I do live in eternal fear. I don't know what Master has planned. But I have to be ready.
Don't worry. If he does attack me one day, I'll back you up. We're like this. We're like this. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. She's gotta be like, this is my journey alone. I can't accept your help. I feel like she's gonna say something like this.
Help me?
Why? This
isn't your
fight. Oh, you forgot she's the main character. Well, where she helps everybody. You have a better chance of winning than solo. Just my opinion. I want to talk to her. Oh. I'm pretty sure we're never gonna be able to go to that place again, but it was good as what it lasted.
Oh, you're fine, honestly.
Why was she on the floor?
For like 2 seconds, and then she comes back and finds you both. You're both okay.
What does it look like? Only water from the source can cleanse the rot and filth that flows from the past. I taught you to incorporate the experiences from your journey into how you fight. I suppose what happened today will become an inseparable part of who I...
Okay, so, but whatever. Paimon brought back tons of delicious...
Alright. It's about time we finished what we started.
I could just imagine.
For good, right?
I can just imagine walking in the room after 2 sets leaving, coming back, and everybody just unconscious, bro. I could just imagine her reacting like.
This time, I'm not going to tell you to hold back. But having digested even more power in the meantime, he's going to be tougher than before. The good news is...
Why does this feel like the longest story quest I've ever been in, bro? Like, this is not over yet? Like, holy. This feels like the longest story quest I've ever been in. And it's probably even it's probably not. Pay to win.
Bring it.
Now, if I don't get her this patch, I have to get her next time she reruns. I'm definitely not going for Emily. And it's terrible because Shen has on banner. And you know how reruns work with Shen cryo characters. Is that?
Wait, isn't that the form the all-devouring narwhal changed into? Really?
It's a subconscious instinct. Any intelligent being who longs for his level of strength is bound to mimic his appearance. To them, he represents ultimate power. We know the person before us has encountered Master, and we know he stole a portion of my power. So it's not surprising that he would assume this form.
Okay. Oh, Nervalette isn't here this time.
Sure that I don't have to use Javelin. Oh yeah.
Mine to wield.
Bonk away! Go! Go!
Haven't forgotten your training, I hope.
I can't see. Good animation.
enough of my power? Well then, let's see how much more of this power you can handle.
Clean. Bro, get the chopper a new sword, bro. I'm tired of her looking at the same sword. Who is this?
Well, have you come?
You saw such power.
Skirk, Sertologi's.
How long has it been? How long has he been away?
Hundreds of years.
Hundreds? Sorry, it's a lot to take in. I should introduce myself. I am Skofnungar, a friend of your master and one of his followers.
This guy's supposed to be so important. This guy looks like the most basic side character in Genshin, bro. This guy looks like everybody. Does Genshin just not have any unique characters, bro? Everybody has to look like this guy? With different hair colors? Just the same face? Genshin can't do better? Wow. Wow.
This is the first time I've heard your name, Skirk.
And this guy's supposed to be important.
Hundreds of years ago, I knew you existed. And I knew you would come here.
Hundreds of years?
Sounds like you and Master have quite the history. Care to tell the...
Of course. Might as well take advantage of a clear head while I can. The story starts a long, long time ago. I was born into a noble family in Conria. As the eldest son, I was set to inherit our title. But I contracted an incurable illness as a child, and everyone gave... I trained the sword harder than anyone else, defeated all of my peers. But it was all in vain. When other people looked at me, all I saw in their eyes was pity, or a strange glee in my misfortune. Even my parents were just waiting for me to die. Over time, my heart hardened, and I became aimless. That was the point where I met your master, Sertologi. We were similar in age, but different in background. He was born in prison, the son of criminals who had been sentenced to death. He spent his childhood wandering the streets, facing more criticism than the literary works in the Universitas Magistrorum. Yet, he always wore a smile on his face, as if kindness and malice were one and the same, and he could not see the difference. I still remember what he said to me when we first met. You need to fight to survive. Even if it's a losing battle, it should light a fire under you. How can you sit back like this and go down without a fight?
That does sound like something he would say.
He was the first to acknowledge that I was worth something, and he inspired me to keep going. When we sparred together, it was the first time I'd actually felt the thrill of combat. When I was 10, he stole forbidden research materials and managed to cure my illness. It was like there was nothing in this world he couldn't accomplish. When it came to the human form, he was always intent on pushing the boundaries of possibility.
This guy sounds like he's on his deathbed, bro.
Somewhere along the way, I fell behind. My talents were nothing compared to his. And at some point, I realized he had pulled so far ahead, I was too embarrassed to even ask him to spar. After his grand endeavor was successful, he sought me out and said to me,
"This planet no longer holds anything of interest to me, so I'm leaving. But first, I have an offer. I can use a power I have just refined to break the curse of immortality for you. Your death was once what we worked so hard to prevent. But the immortality you now face is a different kind of pain altogether."
I'll pass. Immortality doesn't sound so bad to me. Since I can't die, it means I have an infinite amount of time to get stronger. Maybe I'll finally catch up to you one day, and we can spar like we used to.
Are you sure? I cannot say when I will return. Your body, or rather, your soul, might not be able to withstand this curse.
All I can do is try. After all, a wise man once told me, people need to fight for their own survival.
Wise indeed. Nevertheless, if you grow weary of the pain of immortality, and wish to experience a good sparring match before you wither away, seek out my disciple.
Disciple? Never thought I'd hear that word coming from you.
Nor I. But Vedifnir said I was destined to find a disciple out there in the universe, and bring her to Tibet. You know as well as I, Vedifnir's prophecies are never wrong.
Well, now I'm curious about who this disciple of yours will be.
All Vedifnir said was that one day, the stars shall bow in her honor.
Sounds pretty impressive.
Of course. Only the most outstanding people would have the right to become my disciple.
Still self-assured as ever, I see. But you're not wrong.
I'll be leaving then. Oh, and if you were serious about getting stronger, I left you a little gift in the primordial sea. As I've said before, walk whatever path you want. Freedom means even the wicked get to make their own choices.
Waiting for me in the primordial sea was the all-devouring narwhal, already beaten into submission by Sertologi. In its weakened state, I was able to cut off part of its flesh and sew it into my own heart.
Your heart? That sounds like torture! How did you even survive that?
Because, of course, I bear the curse of immortality.
So, you used the curse to turn yourself into a vessel for power. Even with that whale's ability, devouring power like that is not something the human body can withstand. With your body and soul constantly at the breaking point, it was the curse of immortality that sustained you. But that is not the path to strength. You have to pour your heart into it, work for it, dream of it. Instead, you stole something that didn't belong to you, and it backfired.
You're right. I should have known better, but I had already pushed myself to my limits, and he was still miles ahead of me. I miss your master. I miss the days when we were all together, troublemakers without a home. I don't regret the choice I made. But if you'll...
After the beating we just...
Sertologi's disciple. I know what he's like. He rules with an iron fist, using despair and fear to force you to catch up. We're like a mountain climb.
True. But I made up my mind long ago. Besides, after hearing your story, I suspect what Master really wants is not a battle that demands his full strength, but rather a defeat without regrets.
Oh?
Since you're his friend, you must have some things. First time we came here, when you stabbed me through the fog and stole my power, I felt no emotion coming from that spike. But when you had to devote all your strength fighting me just now, I could feel joy and passion emanating from your... It was the joy of a researcher.
Interesting. I'm certain I didn't express those emotions outright. Yet you were able to read them from my blade. Like a glimpse into my inner world. You're right. That battle brought me in an...
Exactly. I think Master... One where his opponent forces him to use all his strength. Unlock, after which, all can come to an end. For that very reason, good...
Perhaps you're right. What a battle that...
Are you okay?
Too many different kinds of power are surging through my body. I won't be able to hold on to my scent. Sertologi once offered to free me from this curse. Now...
I can, but not through death. It's not a suitable punishment for your crime. The impurities will dissipate, but it will be a time-consuming and pain.
I accept. If we are climbers in the dark, it appears the dawn has finally broken for me. At least, it looks like you are not alone on your...
I will reach the top of this mountain, and you, Skofnunger, will be my witness.
That's finally over. Let's get out of here. Huh! At least we don't... We did it! Once again, we've... Wow!
No, yeah, we still have this 5.7 story.
Yes.
Great! Huh. It's
I suppose it's because the false stars, it's not real. Even the most beautiful of bubbles
Of
has
course,
to
you're right,
burst
it's a
time
big sky.
marches ever. Though we gaze upon a false sky.
Oh, this is all ever since we met. She has filled... If it's too big a job for one person, we've met so...
I suppose when it comes to you. Well, I should be going. Now that my power is no longer isolated from my emotions, I need more practice. I suppose fate will decide regardless. One without war. For this, we must all work to become stronger. Goodbye, traveler. Remember your training.
Bye! Is it just Paimon? Or is she being... Hey! What do you think about camping here tonight? There's nothing quite like sleeping under the stars. Come tomorrow, we...
That was great. That's too bad. I won't be able to use her until I get her. There.
Greetings. I'm...
Oh. About 20 days. Surely I'll be able to get him. A new 4-star though. Don't think I'm ever gonna use him, but it's good to have. I think I'm only missing one 4-star. But let's get on with the real project of this update. Is the story here. So I think the team we're gonna be going with for this patch will be our favorite team, of course. Our favorite Mawika team. We got this team too, but we'll be doing the Hydra Archon team.
Oh, Tulani and Paimon.
Oh,
See that?
she got voice acting back?
To run into you two here.
That's great. Oh yeah, I forgot her name is Hope. So.
What are you doing here all by... just so you know, Paimon didn't come here to train. Paimon's not looking to sign up for any diet plan or bodybuilding class right now.
Bro, why does her voice sound so slow? Talking so slow, like it's in slow motion. Like, her speech pattern sounds more slow than anything else. What the heck is this?
Alright, got it. But seriously, what do you take me for? Some coach from hell?
Yes.
I'd never force a student into something they didn't want to do.
Cap.
That being said, a little aerobic exercise would probably do you some good. You could take over my patrol for a while. That would count. Yeah, all jokes aside, you're right. I'm looking for some help. The Collective of Plenty is holding a bodybuilding competition soon, and so many people have been busy squeezing in their last-minute workouts that we've run out of staff for patrols.
Oh, so you've stepped in to cover their work.
I think I'm gonna save until I can do a temple.
I'm good. For one thing, I believe peak conditioning can only be achieved through consistent training over a long time span. Cramming in a workout at the last minute does next to nothing for you. But more pertinently, well, as you can probably imagine, I'm not able to compete in any of the most popular weight classes.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh no! Don't look at Paimon like that. We are not the same weight class. Traveler, let's just help with the patrol, alright?
Perfect. I managed to get you on board with just one look. Thank you both. That'll free me up to check the other section. Let's meet back at the settlement when we're both done.
Sure thing. Just leave it.
I was all like, why is she looking at me like that?
All right. All right.
What's this? Was there always a cave here? Hey, there's a hilichurl here. Is it... why is it hot? Ah! You woke it up! Huh? It ran away. Oh, guess our reputation in that land is more fearsome than we thought. You mean that shiny thing? Huh. Paimon bet. Let Paimon take a look. Hilichurls aren't the brightest, so it might not be worth much, but still. What is it? You look so serious. Isn't this just a regular old key? The style is unusual, though. Doesn't look Natlanese. Where do you think it's from? What do you mean? What hibernation chamber? Wait. You mean the spaceship? The one that brought you to Teyvat?
What? See, I knew I wasn't tripping. They did say this.
So, how did that key show up here? Are you sure you didn't just drop it?
I mean, it's more like her brothers.
Whoa! Yeah! These look identical! So, if one of them's yours, does that mean... Knew it! Huh! The key... But anyway, now we know where it came from. The question is... Knew it! Huh! The keys to a spaceship! Huh! Somehow that really rams home the fact that you really are an actual alien. Oh, wait, no. Descender.
You would have thought her brother and her are descenders, but her brother's not even a descender.
The simplest
Depends who you picked.
Your brother lost his key somewhere not far from
The other
here,
traveler is not a descender. They're sibling.
If that's true, it means your brother was here recently. Yeah. Man, this is so Should we keep following this trail?
Ah, there you are. Looks like you went the extra mile today.
Oh, hey, Eon-san. What's up? Didn't think we'd see you again. We were actually just about to go meet up with you.
I came here to let you know that you don't need to keep patrolling anymore. The bodybuilding competition has just been cancelled, so the usual squad will be resuming their normal duties.
Wait, cancelled?
The Abyss Order attacked.
Huh?
I've heard of the Abyss Order, but this is the first time I've known them to take organized act. It's like they're...
One little sect versus the entire... Based on everything we've seen from them...
No clue. All we know is that they've attacked our tribe. Our defenses are holding strong so far. Oh, want to come with me? I'm sure everyone will feel better knowing that the hero of great. Then let...
Like, my brother is the leader of the Abyss Order right now. So yeah. Hilarious, right? That's funny. Like, what do you even say to people after that? What? Like...
Let's ride!
Where am I even going? I don't even know where I'm going. But still, I think it's I find it funny. What could have hurt the other sibling witness in that when they got sent to the past?
Malika!
Oh? Ah, great timing, Eon-san. I was just about to send someone for you.
How are things looking? What's the latest word from the messengers?
The Abyss Order has been spotted near several tribes. Also, their numbers are much higher than expected.
It sounds like...
That's what I'd like to know as well.
Could it be... revenge, perhaps?
Oh, seems unlikely.
It's too early to say anything definite.
How are the battles going?
Well, even if they're committing all...
Yep. We have a whole...
Compared to the true Abyss, however, this is still a war. The tribes are organizing their... Oh?
What y'all looking at me for?
Yeah, that's how it is.
Why they looking at her like that? Yo, why y'all looking at me like that for? Yeah. You gonna say anything, bro?
I see. My goodness, that is very personal indeed. If you don't mind me asking, do you have any idea what his goal?
Safe to say, they're not exactly on. Ever since Paimon met the Traveler, she's been trying to track her brother down and get some answers.
I see. So you two have fallen out.
Well, yeah, that may be. But the stakes are a little higher.
They certainly are. Although somehow it doesn't surprise me that a spat between the Traveler and Twin could affect the fate of the entire world.
Imagine. That's kind of crazy. The war ended because two twin siblings fighting. Yeah, I'm laughing.
Just so I'm clear, you're still on Matland's side, and you have no idea what your sibling is after. Is that right? Well, that's a relief. When you first mentioned your sibling, I was worried we were about to be thrust into an impossible position. Our reports say that the Abyss Order... If you don't plan on staying here with me,
I'll join you. Right
we
now,
just gotta knock some sense to him, you know?
Many thanks, you two.
I thought, like, what would you say when you just say, oh yeah, my sibling is the leader of the Abyss Order? Didn't I say that, bro? Like, well, I was making a joke, but she actually just said, I have something personal with the Abyss Order. Oh, why? Because that's my brother's the leader. I'm just saying. Kind of crazy. Okay, actually, we want to check one more check the thing real quick. We got a lot of stuff. Oh yeah. I wish they would take off this, cause we have to do that today. Think we gotta collect some of these as well. This we should. Well, I'm gonna have to look up who's coming out next, who's more interesting than Skirt to me. Cause clearly,
it's Eulalie.
If I don't get,
I wasn't expecting to see you here. Are you here to reinforce us?
Bro, when's the last time I ever heard her voice?
How are things looking?
It's been some time.
The situation.
Dire. I heard we're being hit the hardest out of all the tribes. What? The more I thought about it, the angrier I got.
So, that's how they earned the ire of...
They call themselves the Abyss Order, yes? Ugh, so tasteless. It's exactly the kind of two-dimensional name a clueless writer picks because they don't trust the rest of their writing to persuade the reader of who the real villains are.
The leader of the Abyss Order is called the Abyss Sibling. Does anyone want to hear that?
She's saying your brother has poor taste.
Wait, what? Are you saying her brother is a member of the Abyss Order? I only said that because I was mad. Hey, let's save the chat for later. We've got some... Good. A much-needed chance to vent my frustration.
You didn't have to say that last part out loud, Sweet Lolly.
Right.
Rev the engine! Alright.
What the heck am I hitting? Really, I still remember how to play this game.
Let's light it up! Everybody stand back! Get to work!
What the heck?
Pyroclastic surge! Try and stop me!
That is good damage, by the way.
Phew. Impressed? Experience set. Why don't we press our advantage?
Hey, was there a battle here just now?
No.
The battle against the Abyss is... Well, morale's high and everyone's here. Let's ride. Rep. Letting brave names echo. Teamwork is trick. Fulfill our pact. Laline, East Papa, forward! Crush them!
There's no one here who get hit by this. So...
Alright. What is that thing? It's like it's burning, trying to break from my body. Find a way to destroy it! Hear the echoes of the valley! This order's resistance is faltering. Now's our chance! Get to work! Suffer the wrath of evil! Light of the blazing sun! Letting brave names echo! Full throttle! Warriors, attack! After them! Rise with the sun! Going in! Fulfill our pact! You two must be the boss here. Time to show you what happens when you mess with the masters of the Night Wind!
All who resist the Abyss will pay the price!
Alright. throttle! This stronghold is neutralized. Good. Huh. To be honest, well, whatever. With the stronghold cleared, this area maybe it's just me. But an enemy but this time was different. Huh? Not sure I follow. I'm not convinced. Don't forget, they're radicals who chose to wage war on an So you're saying there's more to this? I'm saying we don't know enough.
Paimon had a hunch but you're right.
Wait, you're leaving? But I was still debating whether to invite you to the first.
Go ahead, you two. See, Lolly and I will take care of...
All right.
Let's look around for clues. There's no time to waste. Oh, we've scoured the entire... Are we supposed to believe?
Oh, thank goodness. Someone's here.
Oh, who are you?
No, now isn't the time. Please, you've got to help me. I'm being chased by monsters and I can't keep running.
Yeah, where are they?
Is it just funny? When I first saw this in the live stream, I'm all like, those flowers look living similar to Lamine's flowers in her
I'm
head.
sorry, I don't quite They're almost here. This really isn't the time to be joking around.
What did she say? What did Paimon? Did Paimon say something stupid?
Yeah, where are they? Paimon doesn't see any monsters behind you. We're not. We're complete.
But how? Ugh, there's no time. They're coming. We gotta run.
What's wrong with that girl? She must... Oh no! It looks like something Quick, let's see if she's okay.
I feel like these are like monsters that she can see, but other people can't see.
What's wrong? Are you hurt?
The monsters! They're right there! You need to get out of here. It's too dangerous. Huh? Oh, now you finally see them. Well, it's about time. I nearly kicked the... Great!
Savior?
I knew it. I called it, bro. I actually said it. I said she's probably one who would ever see it.
Hear the echoes of the valley. Going in. Get to work. Fulfill our pact. Suffer the wrath of Ainsley.
You done? You just looked like you were slicing in thin air.
Yeah.
Kind of funny, actually. Oh, really?
Sure. It's nothing. It's okay. I can see they're all gone now. I didn't think much of it when the monsters were breathing down our necks, but now that I've calmed down, holding hands with you like this, I'm just a little shy. That's...
Huh? Have you never shaken hands?
Well, anyway.
No worries. Paimon's Paimon, and this is the Traveler. So, what was the deal with those
Your guess is as good as mine. I could see them the whole time, so when you said you couldn't, I thought...
Whoa! That must have been scary. The idea that we'd stand by and laugh while some poor girl was being hunted down by monsters? Don't worry, we aren't like that. When we say we can't see something, it's because we really can't see. But more importantly...
It's nothing serious. But I did
Good idea! We'll take you!
I looked at the guy dancing.
Thank you so much. Despite getting injured, I still feel much safer with you around.
Personally.
I'm gonna stay here until I heal up.
Yeah! You already took a big enough
they probably thought she was crazy.
all in your own.
A small village. Far away from here. Maybe all these trials
Bro,
and tribulations
why,
are
why
part
didn't
of the
y'all
journey.
say Kanguya?
That's the second time you called the traveler.
Oh, sorry. It just slipped out. I was caught off guard. Anyway, there was once a sage who passed through my village. People got the sense that she was truly omniscient. The sage said that doomsday was coming. The day of disaster is almost upon us. So my grandmother begged me to leave the village and... I've heard people talk about the Savior since I was a kid. Growing up, it really made an impression on me.
I'm pretty sure she's from Kanguya.
So when I saw your golden hair for the first time, it was like this image.
Oh, so that's why you're... Well, the traveler's definitely got what it takes to be a savior, and...
Actually...
What?
But everything except the gender.
Oh, for goodness sake. There are... Oh, of course. If it's not...
Who? Who is it? You have a brother? Well, then that's it. Please, can you take me to see him?
The Savior, bro.
Huh. Maybe, if you're lucky.
Huh? But...
sorry.
Okay, fair enough.
But I would have told her the truth, bro. Like,
anyway,
oh, the reason why we can't see him because he's literally the Abyss Order, bro.
Yes, everyone says that the disaster is inevitable. But the Savior will rescue us all from our pain and suffering.
Do you really buy this whole... See? She broke eye contact. Sure sign of a guilty conscience. Time to press her for answers.
Yeah, a person just shy. Bro, still, saying he's the Savior, bro. He's the leader of the Abyss Order, who's not trying to save anything.
What's wrong, Deirdre? Something's clearly bad.
Oh, how should I... The Traveler looks just like the Savior of my dreams. And it's not every day that the Savior of your dreams swoops in and saves the day in your moment of crisis.
Maybe because that's her brother. What? What are we talking about here? Of course a twin is gonna look like your twin.
So I'm just a little overwhelmed, that's all. 3 seconds.
What do you mean, limit? What happens after 3 seconds?
I'm sorry. Please forget that I said it. Like I said, I'm going to hide here until I feel well, and if you manage to find the Savior in the meantime...
Are you sure you'll be okay here?
I'll be fine.
Alright then. Well, take care.
Bro.
What a mysterious girl. But hey, at least she seems to... Anyway, this is probably...
That's right, she is from Kanguya. Still, what the heck, I wasn't trying to do that. Did I forget to play the game? Let's be serious right now. Let's be serious.
All right.
Oh, you're back! How did...
Nothing substantial.
So I take it that the war's still on? That's okay. The Abyss Order hasn't attacked. In a word, it's a stick.
Huh.
I was wondering, Traveler, if you have the time, they've been working a pretty...
Oh, but you're a great hero.
Great.
Wow, Tumaini, our hero. You do?
Thank you for standing guard.
It's all good. Nothing that would indicate an... There were even moments when
I don't think it matters which hero.
Huh.
Savior.
Interesting. Oh well, let The more time they spend meditating, the less time they spend trying to beat us to a pulp.
Well, the shamans. Besides, as soon as that.
Huh. Sounds like Miranda.
Huh?
Hey, come on!
It's not the same thing at all! How can I not be nervous?
No one's here to judge you on your...
I'm sorry, great hero.
What Paimon guess?
May I challenge you?
What?
No, of course not. But I am still on...
Ugh, again with the sheepish audacity.
Obviously, I never expected to win.
Y'all didn't even do anything, bro. She hit you one time, and you're on the ground, bro.
As Paimon expected.
Did you even try?
Here,
You're back. So, did the guards find...
Nothing much. Paimon wants to...
Traveler? You're back already? No one thought to wake me up!
In fairness, you look pretty hungover.
I'll have you know I'm perfectly sober when I'm hungover. Okay. I'll admit that sounds strange at face value, but regardless, what I meant to say is, I heard something about the Abyss Order engaging in meditation.
Yeah, that's right. Does that mean anything?
I sensed something strange in my dream. It was vague, but it's... hard to say. It's like a signal that exists on a different dimension of reality. It might not interfere with ours.
Oh. So even someone as familiar with the late... No wonder the shamans that Satura called to the front lines couldn't sense...
Ian-san, I think we should go talk to the chiefs.
If that's the Council of Granny in war,
sure, but the finer detail... Oh? Sure, what is it? Huh, you mean only select individuals can see them? It could also be a simple case of dead monsters whose souls got stuck here.
Alright, we get it! Granny Eatsley's learning...
Hey, I was just thinking out loud. Anyway, the short answer is... There are...
Oh, wow!
Hey, I'm not that old!
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, if Granny Eatsley's never seen it, it might as well not exist, right?
Hey, I'm not that...
Care to elaborate on what happened? This all sounds rather mysterious.
That's hilarious. He's tired, bro. Granny Eatsley has never seen him out for not even exist.
Really? You had to hold her hand to see the monsters? That sounds a little contrived.
Huh? That's the part that bothers you?
Maybe the point is more that it requires direct physical contact, whether that be hand-holding or otherwise. But that's neither here nor there. What bothers me is, it sounds like she's convinced that your sibling, the leader of the Abyss Order, is a savior. That really makes me question whose side this girl is on.
Why didn't you just tell her
what she told you about her background is actually the truth?
Sometimes I think the traveler is just dumb, bro. If she thinks your brother is the savior, I'll ask her why. And she tells me why. I'm like, unfortunately right now, he's the leader of the Abyss Order. Maybe she didn't want to break her hopes. That's probably why. That's probably the way it is. This is why I can't stand heroes, because noble mentality.
Sorry if that comes across as paranoid. It's just hard not to be suspicious of everything when we're in the middle.
Actually, Paimon feels like you make a fair point.
Whoever this girl is, She's...
Okay, well, you're clearly just jumping to conclusions.
It's hard to know what to make of it. A young lady all by herself, lost in the middle of nowhere, sees monsters that no one else can, calls the leader of the Abyss Order her savior. At the very least, we should remain vigilant.
I'm pretty sure she doesn't know he's the leader of the Abyss Order, though.
Sounds sensible. On that note,
Traveler, we still need some time to muster our forces.
Maybe it's settled then. Let's go check on her.
Why don't you just tell her the truth? You buffoon. I'm just saying, it only makes sense to me. But hey, what did I know? What did I know?
Rev the engines!
Here we are. Dear well, it's so quiet though.
Because she's not there.
What if Yansan was right? Maybe she never intended. Traveler, watch out!
Oh, sorry. I didn't know it was you.
My God, Ray. She really picked that up behind a lot by not this person, whoever comes that out, bro. Oh yeah, you must be paranoid after seeing monsters. I get you.
Did I hurt you? Oh, I'm so sorry. I wasn't thinking straight.
Phew. That was scary. Paimon thought we'd walked in. Maybe we shouldn't have sneaked in without announcing it. Then you would have known.
To be honest, I've been really on edge since you left. I just have this constant feeling that any second... And it's not like I can run from them. There's also no way to cook here. It's good you got back when you did. Another hour and a half and you probably would have found me starved to death.
Oh, that's weirdly precise. Though, it does explain why your attack on the Traveler was so weak. Wait, if you really thought you were gonna starve or get killed by monsters, why'd you promise that you'd be okay here on your own?
I just didn't want to lose face in front of my hero. She already saved my life once. That's more than enough. I just don't want to come across as a constant...
Huh. For someone on the brink of starvation...
I'll be asking her questions why she thinks my brother is the savior.
Reason?
Not just me, though. Well, who I know?
What? That is the real reason. I'm kind of bearing my soul here, you know? Anyway, so, could you make me some food now?
Oh, Paimon's getting hungry now, too.
Whew. I am so full. Thanks for saving me.
Huh. You can really pack it away, Deardith. Guess that explains how you had the energy to make it this far.
Bro, what the fuck? Eating like you just got done training with Goku. What the hell?
I tried so hard to hold back, but it looks like I still came across like a total glutton.
Paimon didn't even realize how late it is. Hey, the night...
Yeah, and it's all thanks to you both that I was cooped up in that cave the whole time.
You weren't in there that long.
When I was young, I used to lie on the roof of... And often, my mind... But my grandma would tell me, the answer to that question, think of all the people in our village who spend their entire lives here. And so, if it's our destiny to...
Paimon, is it kind of like how journeying with the Traveler is everything to Paimon right now?
I really treasured the village was my everything. The houses, the scenery. But I could never bring myself to agree with Grandma. Even if the bill.
Yeah! Go!
So, I'm going to make my world bigger. Maybe then, I'll finally get an answer. Who knows? Maybe one day, I'll be sitting and chatting just like we are now, but with someone from a...
Yeah, one day.
If I need to find the savior and protect... That's the most worthwhile thing I could think of.
You know what? That's pretty cool.
Sorry. I got a little carried away.
I'm sorry, bro.
I always get chatty after a
Can I just say
meal.
this?
Just
If
like
I'm
my
the
grandma.
traveler, I'm telling her who I am. I'm from another world. Me and my brother are from another world. And yeah, my brother, we don't talk much now because he joined the Abyss Order and he's a leader of the Abyss. But yeah.
Hold on. Shh. It's them. The monsters are back.
Where? Oh, still invisible, huh?
Can you see them now?
Paimon still can't see anything. But
All right. Let the mountain's veins boil! Everybody stand back! You two! Time to end them! Wrath from the sky! Full throttle! Incinerate! Hear the echoes of the valley! Teamwork is strength! Show no mercy! Get to work! Suffer the wrath of the Eat-Flick! Light of the blazing sun!
huh? Wow, that was fast. Did you? Paimon. You doing all right, Deirdith? Hey, it's okay.
Oh, I'm fine. I just spaced out there for a moment.
You spaced?
I was just... the image of the Traveler fighting to protect me. I was trying to commit it to memory. Seems like the least I can do.
Are you what? What now?
All right. Whatever floats your boat.
Anyway, there are no more monsters in the area, and it's getting late.
Sounds reasonable to Paimon. What do you? All right. Deirdith will be. Huh? Deirdith?
What the hell?
Doomsday. A fitting name indeed.
Who said that?
A blood-red sky. Wild beasts that slaughter, endless pain. And the birth of...
Well...
You're awake. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, You just look quite distressed, like you were having a night. I thought if I took your hand, but it didn't seem to work on you.
Oh, is that right? Huh. You better not be trying to pull a fast one on the track.
What? Don't be so... I have more self-control than that.
Self-control? What does that have to do with it?
Yeah, imagine. Yo, that's crazy.
No way is Paimon getting back to sleep at... You go ahead. But...
Oh, do I really seem that...
It's not that you look shady, it's just that after you calling her brother to save her dad, right?
I can tell from the ingredient. 3 days will definitely be enough time for my ankle to heal.
Alright, then we'll be off. Bye for now, Deirdre.
See you? Wait! But if this is goodbye, how am I supposed to find you again? Oh, I mean...
Ah, that's a good point. We share the same goal, but we're constantly on the road, so we've got no fix at... How about this? When the time comes, you can just write a letter to Mawika.
Mawika? Who's Mawika?
It's the Abyss, or... But it doesn't look like they're marching to war.
Where? What are you talking about?
A bunch of Abyss Order thugs. You don't see them? They're heading right this way.
That's strange. I guess it's my turn to not be able to see the monsters. You're right. I see them now. You weren't joking after all. So this is what it's like.
What a weird situation.
Is she from another dimension?
What is making these monsters invisible? Well, might as well mow these ones down.
Damn. I had no hesitations, bruh.
So there's no more of them, right? I still can't wrap my mind around this. Why couldn't I see them until you took my hand?
So, any ideas on why those monsters might have been running away? Oh, Paimon's getting a little... We gotta go! Bye for now, Deirdre!
See ya, and please take care...
We ran into quite a big...
The front line has...
Huh? But how?
No, relax. Their front line has collapsed, not ours.
Feels like you could have phrased that more clearly.
No, we're still mustering troops. So at first, I was... But just now, I got the full story from a guard who was on the scene. He was... One person. Just a single individual. They wielded an unknown power and fought with it. I'm only recounting what I... And assuming they're a neutral party.
You don't need to sweat it, Ian-san. Honestly, with the Abyss Order acting out so publicly, it's about... Gainsliff.
Only if the travel had voice acting, I could have been more happy about him saying in sync. But no. Why did you try to climb? Are you good?
It's been a while, Dane. You caused quite a...
It is my honor, Miss. Thank you for breaking the stalemate.
Oh, he has no voice
don't
acting.
mind.
It's
Holy
quite
crap.
alright. Uezo Janssen respects those of... Anyway, since you're old...
Sure thing. You killed you to be a little more Ugh. We thought so too. What do you think we should do? Paimon gets it. Nothing. Wow. Okay. A rare, candid response. Well, actually, we found her brother's hibernation chamber key near the Collective of Plenty. Oh, and there's more! After finding the key, we also ran into this weird girl. She kept seeing monsters that we couldn't see, and then this other... She also said she was on a journey to find the Savior. Her description... Yeah, that's right. Wait, wasn't her brother called the Prince, though? Where did this say... Sounds like the people of Conria really believed in him. Gets it now. So, a bit like Kaya. Except she grew up somewhere more isolated. Still, that doesn't explain the invisible monsters. Sure. Also, why don't you stay with us at the Masters of the...
I'm guessing I'm switching to Japanese. Well, that's nice. I can't enjoy the story because it's really not fully voice acted. So I think slow.
あっちゃー、ベランダの花がまた枯れた。
ダメだ。アビス教団にこれ以上時間を与えるわけにはいかない。
ダインとイオンソ？もしかして作戦会議か？おはよう、二人とも。何話してたんだ？
ちょうど呼びに行こうと思ってたところだ。
いい知らせがあるぜ。かがり木の民の伝達師からアビス教団の中における本拠地を突き止めたってね。大半の兵力はそこへ撤退したらしい。指揮の中枢もそこにあったみたいだ。怪人の都にな。
いかにもアビス教団が選びそうな場所だな。もしかしたらお前のお兄さんもいるかもしれないぞ。
ああ、兵力もほぼ集め終わったし、エンジン様のところにも使いをやった。さすがに
返事を待っていたのでは遅すぎる。情報が手に入った以上。
私の考えはさっき
問題ない。俺が行く。情報感謝する。
一人で行くつもり？
分かった。健闘を祈るぜ。
引き止めないのかよ。
私はダインスレイブさんの勇気を評価してる。万が一劣勢になったとしても時間さえ稼いでくれれば、あっちゃご分を。
旅人、ダインのやつかっこ。ここがアビス教団の。
アビス教団は昔から戦闘中は貴様のこと、もしアビスの力で動く。
ダインと一緒に戦う。お前のお兄さんにも会えたら。
つまらん小細工。つまらん小細工。
全力攻撃。じゃあ行くよ。どよめく進学火炎を痛がっちゃいよ。
ジャンタと一緒に拠点を攻めた時とは手応えが全然違うな。
本拠地の構造にこの戦い方、最初から生きて帰るつもりはないのかもな。望むところだ。つまらん小細
工。鈴木と子供たちの歌声が聞こえる。痛がっちゃいない。急がなくていいとよ。工作せよ。みんなは俺が守れ。
真実に耳を傾け。
オッケー。響け。格のない。
恩恵をその身に。
はっだ。ふっやった。終わりで撤収。捕まえた。いい度胸ね。
みんながそばにいてくれるわ。
わけ山の地、どの目が出るかしら。捕まえた。
執念深いやつね。アビスの逃れることなどできない。ましてや荒波に向けてなおさら無駄な
標高で間違えたね。
燃えろ。
絶滅の残響。
ここが
アビス教団は戦闘中はもしアビスの
ダインと一緒にお前のお兄さんにも会えたら。
観念しろ。
格のね。
手加減なしよ。口封じは任せたからね。
石煙に葬られよ。
絶妙よ契約。
観念しろ。
オッケー。
みんながそばにいて。
手加減なしよ。絶妙よ契約を果たせ。悪用の力を思いし。
この天下で裁く。
つまらん小細工。
止める勇気はあるか。
一緒に拠点を攻めた時とは手応えが全然違う。
本拠地の構造にこの戦い方、最初から生きて帰るつもりはないのかも。望むところだ。つまらん小細工。
さあ働きなさい。手加減なしよ。シトラリー、リツパパ、こうよ。
聞け。太陽の本能を加速するぞ。
偉大なるチョークイ
敵討ち。
真理は永久に不滅。
観念しろ。
みんなは俺が守れ。
絶妙よ契約を果たせ。悪用の力を思い知りなさい。
この天下で裁く。はあ、アクセル全開。
わけ山の地、
燃えろ。
つらい執念深いやつね。アビスはどこにでもいる。逃れることなどできない。ましてや荒波に向けてなおさら無駄なこと。
契約を果たせ。口封じは
石煙に葬られよ。
メイク氷結。
みんながそばにいて。
どよめく神学、火炎を刻め。じゃあ行くよ。
止める勇気はあるか。
手 手加減なしよ。
世界こんなはずにさ
変わろう。引け、太陽の方向を。
骨を断つ。
分け山の地。燃えろ。みんなは俺が守れ。この天下で裁く。アクセル全開。
この先は行き止まりか。だが未だに貴様の兄の気配はない。ここを全ているのは一体誰だ。
真っ向の剣ダインスレイブ。これ
その通りだ。貴様らを狩る機会を一度たりとも逃すつもりはない。
お兄さんがいないってことは
我々を狩るか。同情を禁じ得ないな。長年我々を追い続け、やっとのことで成し遂げたことが今この瞬間。
煙に巻くようなその話し方、不快で仕方がないが、少なく貴様らにはまだ何か切り札があるのか。それともこの
分かりやすく言ってやろう。教団側からすれば戦いへの勝利だけではない。殿下はすでに我々アビス教団の密かに八神の国に侵入し、ナタが八神の運命の食器を使ってカーン・ルイヤの地脈を再構築したのだ。
運命の食器ってことは、アビス教団が名園の主を襲ったのはお前のお兄さんをやばいぞこいつの話。
そうとも。カーン・ルイダインスレイブ、お前に葬られた我が同胞たちは
ざれ言つまらん。貴様の言は穴だらけだ。
そうだぞ。なんかそんな簡単に済むんならマービカや隊長だってアビスの災いの時にあんな苦労はしなかったはずだぞ。
単刀直入に聞こう。
まったくそこまで愚かだとはな。この状況によく考えてみるがいい。戦争が始まってから今に至るまで、
さっき見た夢が
ノイズ
地脈や八神の国。そう、名園の主の近く、運命の食器で地脈を再構。ティレルには見えた。
何を思いついたのか知らないが、軽々しく信じるな。そんな馬鹿げた話、この目で自ら確かめるまでは認めない。今やるべきことは往生際の悪い
抱擁に身を委ね洗礼を受けるがいい。
じゃあ行くよ。どよめく進学、火炎を刻め。
まだわからないのか。もはや争うことに意味はない。
全力攻撃。さあ働きなさい。口封じは任せたからね。
聞け、太陽の方向を止める勇気はあるか。
体ではさすがに厳しい。だがそれでも私はアビスの名を汚しはしない。
絶にのよう契約を果たせ。せい。
俺が片付ける。
傷なんていた。
働きなさい。シノラリ、イチパパ、買おうよ。
石煙に葬られよ。
片付いたか？さっきのことを考えてるのか？すごく悩んでるって顔してるぞ。
なるほど。つまり貴様は彼女が復興したカーンル、俺はやはりカーンルイヤの復興がそうたやすく成し遂げられるとは思えない。だが疑念を払いたい。俺はここにの声と話し方にどこか覚えがあるとは思っていたが、貴様の死をしっかりと確認し、貴様もまた不死の呪いを受けたのか。ハーデ
500年ぶりの再会だというのに変わらず呼び捨てとは。たとえお前が高貴なる真っ向の剣になろうとも、この身がもはや剣を握ることすら叶わなく、私はかつてお前の剣術の
敬意などとうの昔に消え去った。貴様の
そうか。しかしもはや争う必要も。
俺は貴様を100度だって殺してやる。
100度も死の淵をさまようなど悪夢ですら経験したことがない。過去の
アビス教団の分だけだ。かつてカーンルイヤで起きた全てを含めるならば、貴様の悪夢は想像もつかないほど長く。
そうか、分かった。お前も疲れただろう。少し座って話でもしないか。どうした？昔話は嫌いか？まあお前にとっては。
まさか貴様がアビス教団の側につくとはな、ハーデン。貴様らの王子はかつて貴様らを裏切ったと言っても。
ああ、その通りだ。かつてカーンルイヤの最悪が起こった時、誰もが救世主による救済を、彼の絶大なアビスの力がすでに削られていたことを分かっていても、それでも彼が一人で去ってしまったことに我々は深く失望したのだ。だが私は信じている。あのお方がなそうとしていることも、その胸の内の後悔。この状況で我々が信じられるものなど他にいるか？
彼を許すとは、この500年で貴様も随分変わったな。もし貴様が騎士学院で俺に国者剣術を教えていたあの頃俺の行いは学院が掲げる騎士の精神にのっとったものだった。にもかかわらず冷静さを、それから本当はこんな名など口にしたくないが、同級生だったスルトロッチも騎士精神を貫いたがゆえに迫害を受け死し、今さらこんなことを語っても何の意味もない。だがこの全てに貴様は関わっていたのだろう。己の地位を守り偽りの名誉を保つために新世代の騎士たちを徹底的に潰した。どうした？
すまない。真摯に謝りたいところなのだが、何も思い出せないのだ。本当に。この姿を見ろ。アビスの力がなければ私はこの肉体すら維持できない。記憶も心も精神も感情も当の昔にだが このまま本当の自分を失ってしまうことが怖いのだ。私が犯した罪については全て謝罪する。だからもっと聞かせ。
なるほど、道理で。記憶とは人格を形作る根幹だからな。カーン・ルイヤでの過去。
ずいぶんいろいろと思い出したようだな。聞かせてくれないか。
ふん、貴様に語ってやるほどの時間もなさ。
そうか。残念だがよかろう。私には
運命の食器。いえ、貴様ら一体何。
改めて謝罪する、ダインスレイブ。確かに私は嘘をついた。お前の見抜いたことはカーン・ルイヤの復興はまだなされていない。地脈の折り直しすらまだ完了していないのだからな。地脈とはあらゆる記憶の集合体と考えていいだろう。かつてのカーン・ルイヤの地脈を再構築するには、あの時代の運命の食器は記憶という原料だから、アビス教団の者たち全員で記憶の断片をかき集め、当時のカーン・ルイ。
今もなお運命の食器は動いているのか。アビス教団の
その通りだ。500年の時を超え、だが500年。
そこで目をつけたのがこの俺。
その通りだ。お前の兄が残した指輪のおかげで、お前は何度でも肉体の状態をリセット。お前の記憶も多少はすり減っていようが、たとえ教団。
俺をここへ誘い込み瞑想。いいだろう。俺の脳裏にあるわずかな記憶と引き換えに運命の食器に。
少なくとも
貴様らが崇める者のこと、俺を欺いた報いにもう100度死ぬ。
All right.
It's Judith! Great! She's still here!
We're not from the same world, are we? Wait, but that's great! That means the world isn't going to— In that case, tell me, what happens to Conria? What happens to my homeland? No, wait. Don't— We can only fight for our future. If the future is unknown, I still believe the Savior— I'll carry on looking for him. Although I've already found my savior. It's you. You protected me, and I believe you can protect us all. You're the one who can change everything. It's just too bad that we're not from the same time or place. Oh, one last thing before I forget. I know how much you want to find your brother. Surely he must be desperate to find. So, is there anything you can give me as a... That way, when I do find him, I can convince him that you're also... Huh? What is...
Our hero is back! The Abyss Order made a
Paimon doesn't know the details either. The Traveler just disappeared after taking Deirdre's hand. Paimon was looking all over for her, and then she suddenly reappeared, right back in the same spot.
I think I got the gist of what happened.
Huh? You met your brother? And you didn't think to tell Paimon right away?
What your brother accomplished? It all but defies comprehension. I was stunned but what surprised me the most was that the Lord of the Night actually chose to allow it. The Lord of the Night did try to explain it to me, but... In a word, during the war with the Abyss, Mawika had an argument with the captain. Mawika believed that we should fight to protect our culture and memories, while the captain believed the preservation of the ley lines should come before all else. So, the Lord of the Night was very intrigued when presented with the Loom of Fate, and informed of its ability to weave ley lines. She saw your brother's actions as a potential third option, namely to preserve an entire nation in the form of an atlas.
Preserve a nation?
You're not the only one.
With that in mind, the Lord of the Night gave the go-ahead once she was satisfied that the Loom of Fate wouldn't have any real effect on Nat. However, I believe she imposed an additional condition of her own.
An additional condition?
No idea. She would...
Huh.
Alright, well, let's not overthink this. I trust the Lord of the Night. Don't you agree, Traveler? Come on, let's head back to the Collective of Plenty. Oh, Veressa should be there too. We'll treat you to a real feast. Huh?
Ian-san, this might be hard to understand for an extrovert like you, but some people need alone time to recharge.
Traveler?
Let's ride!